Right, so the cutting's all done. I'm going to be completely honest. Apparently, for the last little while, I've been talking to myself because I thought I was filming, but apparently I double tapped and just kind of took a 1 second video, and then after that, I was just cutting away and talking and mumbling and whoops. Anyways, I'm just going to peel the pattern off, and then maybe try to remember some of the stuff I was saying and kind of get to that as well. Uh, the new blade made a big difference. It cut quite nice. I didn't use the exact same blade as I had in before. I grabbed a new one, well, new old one, and that was a double skip tooth. Let's see if I can get that on there. Double skip tooth, and it was kind of see the dimensions there: 0.032 by 0.014, and it was 23 TPI. Um, so a little bit different than what I had in it previously, but it did cut a lot better, and I wish I had it on film for two reasons, because it would have been funny to kind of just see me talking to no one, but I guess if it was on film, I wouldn't have been talking to no one. But then also, if I had it on film, you could kind of actually see the cuts and everything like that. But oh well, it's a little late. Can't do much about it now. Um, so yeah, right, like I said, like right now I'm just peeling off the pattern, and I honestly thought I ended the last video by saying I wasn't going to film this because of just time, but apparently I wasn't filming, so whatever, I'll film it now. Um, and I just want to kind of point out a couple things here that I know I've said in other videos, but depending on if you're just coming in to watch this, like I said, I'm putting this all on a playlist, so if you're watching this all under that, you might not see the other ones or whatever. Um, so obviously the wood came from a door jamb that was out of my house, which I think was original construction, so that would have been about 70 years ago. 70, that is. I guess technically now that we're in the new year, might be 71 years ago. And then the paper for the pattern was recycled um, from a old day planner that I actually got when I went to fire school, fire college. And then the glue I used to put all the boards together was something I got from when I was working at a retail store, and it was something that got damaged in shipping, and the container was wrecked, and it was something that they couldn't sell, kind of thing, and I actually don't even think they could claim it as a shipping error, because I believe it was something that got shipped from one store to another, and it was just kind of internal error. Um, the tape I've mentioned in a different video, I got from, I believe it was a garage sale when I bought my uh, oscillating spindle sander, and there was tape there, and I think he had a price on it, but because I was buying the sander, I think he just kind of more or less gave it to me. But it was, even if not, it was super cheap, basically free. I think it might have been like 10 cents a roll or something like that. But it was super old tape. And I know I've mentioned it in another video, but like I said, if you haven't been watching all of them, Uh, it was kind of hard to peel off the actual roll itself, and you know, I bet you the majority of people would just call that garbage kind of thing. I read or heard, or I can't remember where I saw it, but if you just kind of like heat it up, it kind of releases the glue and you can actually peel it off the roll again. So honestly, like you just throw it in the microwave, which sounds, I know, a little silly, but throw it in the microwave for, 10 to 30 seconds or whatever. And then you could just peel it off the roll like normal and save it kind of thing. So far, this project's just made from saved wood, saved paper, saved tape, saved wood glue. The glue I used to put the pattern down was actually probably like I used a glue stick, and I'm pretty sure it was a glue stick that I had from when I went to school, which is very impressive because that's some time ago now, but it still works. But yeah, you can see here I'm having a little bit of trouble scraping the pattern off right there. That's where that repair was, so that's probably the bit of the CA glue. So my next step is I'll sand everything, and then it'll get a clear polyurethane finish, and then overnight let it dry and cure kind of thing, and then tomorrow, I guess technically it'd still be today because now we're getting pretty late, but anyways, get the felt backer, a sawtooth hanger, and then it'll be done. So as I said in an earlier video on this list, it went from a chunk of door frame that was leaning against the side of my house to a finished product in a couple days, which it's kind of neat to think about, especially like I mentioned that it's from my house. So this is like I said, it was probably 70 years old wood just hanging around, and then you count it all. And I know I mentioned this in a video about some of the oak I was using in my drop ceiling, not knowing how old the drop ceiling is, but how long it takes for wood to grow, plus the age of the house, etc., etc. That's probably 100 years old. This was probably from a tree over 100 years ago, which is kind of funny to think about. But anyways, that's that for now. Like I said, I'm just going to do some sanding. I'm not going to tape video the sanding. I'll do that, then I'll move over to doing the polyurethaning, and I'll set up a camera there.